Welcome to game 12 of the Bob Gibson replay. Um, Today, the St. Louis Cardinals travel to the Houston Astrodome to face the Houston Astros and right-handed pitcher Don Wilson. You can see he's a 13-16 record with a 3.28 ERA. And Gibson, stats you can see here is 7-3 currently in the replay. ERA holding up nicely. Nice outing he had against the Mets in game number 11. I believe it was a 4-hitter with 12 strikeouts. So he is coming off a great start, and now he will be testing it out at the Houston Astrodome. Lou Brock's first batter. 1-4, K-Chance. We have a +1 at the Houston Astrodome. Wilson's a righty, so 12 plus 1 is 13. It's a 19. We move on to the hitter's card. 4-6, double asterisk 5. It's a fly out to left. Kurt Flood. 4-6, air grounding chance. Air on a grounder chance. 6-5. So right-handed, so we got a G5. The third baseman is Aspromani. It's a 6 error. It's an 8, so he makes the play. If it was, if the error on a particular one, if we roll the D20 as it reads on the rules versus position listed player is erroring, which in this case was the third baseman, his error rating was a 6. Less than or equal to the player's error rating, and an error occurs. It was an 8. So, just for some new people out there that are trying to get more familiar with inside pitch. 2-3, we got a ballpark chance. 2-1, fly out to center field. Ron Davis will lead off for the Houston Astros today against Gibson. As I said, Gibson came off a great start against the Mets. 1-1 ballpark. 1-4 fly out to left. Dennis Menke. 5-3. Menke is a righty, so 1-14 to 17. Move on to the hitter's card. (6-4) single pass to second baseman. Rusty Staub. Chepmensky. He's not going to go anywhere. He'd be a 0 on the ATT. 4-5. Staub's a lefty, so we'll go to hitter's card. 3-4, G1. Okay, so let's check this out here. Staub's GDP of a 2. It's a 0. Let's see what the pivot would be. I think it's a 6 on the pivot. Pivot would be the shortstop. So it's 0. So anything 2 and under would be a double play. 2. Double play, Staub. 1-6-3. Nice play by Gibson. Over to Maxville and over to Cepeda. 6-2. He's a righty, so we go to hitter's card. 2-5. Ground out to shortstop. 1-4. K-Chance. Right-handed pitcher. 4 + 1 at Astrodome's a 5. It's a 3. Struck him out. Like Shannon. 1-4. K-Chance, righty, 11 + 1 at the stadium's a 12, 20. Hitter's card. 5-2. Single past the shortstop. 1-3. Walk chance. It's a 6 + 1 at the stadium. It's a 7. He walks him. So we got runners on first and second. 2 outs for Dale Maxville. 3-4. Range play. 1-3. P4. So the second baseman's range is a 2. 5. So we have a failed range play. And let's see what a P4 is on a failed range. So it's a S4. So let's take a look here. So get a single. Let's see the runner advancement on an S4. Second to home with 2 outs would be, well, second to home generally is 2 to 6. You add a 1, so 1 to 6. So basically Shannon comes home. Let's see what Javier. 3 to 6. Actually, it will now be a 2 to 6. So Javier will advance. He's a 4. Javier will advance to third. RBI for Maxville with the failed range by Gotay. So we have first and third. 2 outs for Gibson. 1-6. Possible hit by pitch chance. 7 - 2 is a 5. It's an 8. So we move on to the hitter's card. 4-5. Double asterisk 6. He flies out to right. So we get 1 run by the Cardinals on a Dale Maxville single that Gotay was unable to get to. Lee Thomas will be leading off for the Astros here at the bottom of the second. 1-6. Possible error ground on a grounder. 6-3. Okay, so we have a double asterisk 1. So it's a F8, so no error check. Jim Wynn. 1-2. He's a righty. So K plus adds 10 to the K. 22 + 1 to saves a 23, so struck him out. Bob Espromonte. 1-1. We have a ballpark. 6-6. So open. That means a rare play. So let's go to the rare play chart. 3-2. Grounder to second, who throws in the dirt, making the first baseman scoop the ball. Resolve play using a range play check for the first baseman to see if he scoops. Otherwise, it's an E4. Okay, so the first baseman is Cepeda, so anything 3 and under he makes to play. 2. Cepeda scoops it out of the dirt and makes to play. 4-3. Top of the order for the Cardinals with a 1-0 lead. 6-3 walk chance versus a righty's at 10. It's a 20. 3-2. Ground out to the second baseman. Kurt Flood. 5-2. Single if he's fatigued. He's not fatigued. 6-4. Fly out to right. Roger Maris. 4-4 K chance versus a righty's a 7+1 at the stadium. It's an 8. It's a 9. So we move on to the batter's card. 3-2 double asterisk 6. He flies out to right. Gote, Bateman, and Wilson will be facing Gibson here in the bottom of the third. 4-3 walk chance versus a righty. 3+1 at the stadium's a 4. Gote walks. Okay. 6-6 walk chance. 4+1's a 5 is a 16. Move on to the batter's card. 6-1 line out to the shortstop. Don Wilson. 1-4 K chance. 14+1's a 15. It's a 6. He struck him out. 6-3 walk chance. 11+1 at the stadium's a 12. It's a 12, so he walks. 2 out walk. First and second. 2 outs for Dennis Menke. 1-4 K chance. 7+1 at this ballpark. It's an 8. 8 struck him out. We are 1-0 through 3. Move on to the fourth for Cepeda, McCarver, and Shannon. 6-1 walk chance versus a righty's 10+1's 11 walks. Okay, so 2 McCarver. I just look at the ATT to see if there's even a chance to see if you can get a lead, but other than Lou Brock, maybe Kurt Flood, they don't have much speed for stolen bases. 5-4. Okay, so he's a lefty, double asterisk. 5, so he flies out to left. Mike Shannon. 2-1 blanks. We go to hitter's card. 2-1 double asterisk 5. Another fly out to left. And Julian Javier. 1-2 K chance. Right-hand pitcher's a 7. It's a 17. Nothing there. 6-1 ground out to third baseman. So we move on to the bottom of the fourth. Staub, Thomas, and Wynn up against Gibson. 2-6 K chance. 5, 1, 6. It's a 10. Hitter's card. 4, 5. Double asterisk 5 flies out to left. Lee Thomas. 3, 4 K chance. 6. It's a 20. Hitter's card. 1, 4. Ground out to the pitcher. 2, 1. Wins a righty, so we got a K plus. 12, 22. Struck him out. Maxfield, Gibson, and Brock for the Dodgers. Excuse me, Dodgers. For the Cardinals here at the top of the fifth. 2-3. Ballpark. 5, 5. Double asterisk 6. It's a fly out to right. Gibson. 1, 2. K chance 20. Struck him out. Blue Brock. 5, 3. Range play at the ballpark. 4, 4. Okay, so single plus 9. Single plus. So let's first see if he makes the range play. So the right fielder is a 2. Lee Thomas. He makes the play. So he takes away a hit. You know, you have ranges. I didn't know this at first when I play, but obviously range play, either they can make the play or failed range and it becomes a base hit, or a base hit and they have good, and it falls within the range, they can take away a hit. So that was an example of it right there. Espremonte, Gautier, and Bateman for the Astros here. Let's see what Gibson, who's pitching great the last few starts. 1, 6. Possible EG chance. 5, 2. Okay, so we have a possible G3. So ground out to the first baseman, Cepeda. It's a 9. He's an 8. He makes the play. Gautier. 5, 2. Another error chance. 3, 1. An S4. So let's see if there's an additional error on that. So, it's a 3, 1, so an S4. The second baseman is Javier, so he had a 7, so it wouldn't have been an error anyway. So it's just a clean single for Gautier. Bateman's the batter. 3, 3. Possible throwing error. 6, 4. Double asterisk 4. So we got a G6 with a runner on first. Let's see here. So possible boots the ball. Let's see if he. So he boots the ball. Shortstop is an 8. It came a 2. So he boots it. Let me just double check that. Yeah. Yeah, so Maxfield boots it. Gautier moves to second. Wilson is pitching well. Let's see if he can get anything. 6-6 walk chance. 2 +1 at the ballpark's a 3. Walk with a 1. So Gibson loads the bases with 1 out. All right, some key at bats here. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ron Davis. 6-5 range play. 1-6 double asterisk 2. So it's a range play by the second baseman. Bases loaded. I would say the infield in this case, let's just make sure that we, let's say they're halfway. Okay, so 162. Okay, so let's first check to see if Javier makes a play. He's a 2, which isn't great. 3. So it's a failed range on a G4. So let's check the chart on that. That becomes a S4. So let's check the advancement on that. Gote scores. Bateman, let's see if check his BR rating. It's a 2. So a G4 on the runner advancement chart. What is it? S4. So 2 to 6, Bateman will come home. Bateman is a 2, so Bateman scores as well. Wilson's running is a 3. He will advance third. So a 2 RBI single by Davis brings in Gote and Bateman. 1 out. Dennis Menke. Astros take the lead as well. 3-3 possible throwing error. 5-6 double to left field. I don't see a throwing error, potential error. So Wilson scores. Davis. Let's see if he scores. So Davis is there's only 1 out. Davis's BR is a 4. A D7 is a -1, so that'll be a 3. The left fielder's arm is a 0. So there's 1 to 3. Let's check the throw chart. Okay, we're going to go throw the throw chart for Davis. It's a 2. He advances. So he scores 4 runs. Whoa. Rusty Staub. Runner on second. 5-4. K-Chance. Right-handed pitcher. Move on to the hitter's card. 1-3. G6. Grounds out to second base. Menke will hold. Lee Thomas. 4-1. Hitter's card. 5-1. Question mark 9. It's a 16. Doesn't make it within the range. Fly out to right. 4 runs for the Astros here in the bottom of the 5th. Flood Maris and Cepeda. Let's see what they can do against Don Wilson. It was quite a rally here. But, you know, with this E6, if someone's watching this, how does the earned runs fall into play with that E6 for Bateman? That's a good question because I'd like to know how that works into the earned runs. You see that right there? Let me know your thoughts on that. Kurt Flood. 6'2". He's a righty, hitter's card. 2'6". Singled past the third baseman. See if Flood can get a lead. Be it 2. So he can't get the lead. Maris is the batter. 3-2. Lefty, hitter's card. 5-2. Single past the shortstop. So S6. Flood is a 4. So he'll move to second. 5-6, he would have went to third. Cepeda's the batter. Get a little bit of a rally here for the Cardinals. 3-6, K chance. It's a 20, so no K chance there. 1-1, double asterisk 4. It's a G6, so let's see if we got a double play chance here. Cepeda's a 2 -1, so, and then the pivot, second baseman is a 1, so a 1 is the, 1. 2 -1's a 1, nothing to pivot 1. That's a double play. So 6-4-3. Flood goes to third. That's a killer. Carver. 6-1 walk chance versus a righty. 6-12. Nothing there. Carver at least try to get in. Flood. 6-3. Single to right. That brings in Flood. Mike Shannon. 2-6. Righty, hitter's card. 1-3, ground out to shortstop. Cardinals pick up 1. Move to the bottom of the 6. Win Espromonte and Gote. 5-4. K chance. It's an 18, 12. It would have been a 13. Would have been a strikeout. 6-5. Fly out to center. 2-5. Range play at the ballpark. 6-6. That's a rare play. 2-6. Base is empty. Third base goes into hold to make the play and hurts himself on the play. Resolve play as a G5 range play. We're not going to do the injury, but let's check the range. Shannon is a 2-1. He makes the play. So us doing an as play, we're not going to check injuries. Gote. 5-4. K chance. It's 3, 8, struck him out. Okay, Don Wilson will go up against Javier, Maxwell, and Gibson. You have a 4-2 to game. 2-4, K chance, 20, falls out. 3-2, G5, grounds out to third. 4-5, righty, K plus, 8 plus 10's an 18, it's a 9, struck him out. I think we're going to look for a pinch hitter for Gibson here. Bobby Tolan will be the pinch hitter for Gibson. 6-1 with a walk chance versus a righty. 5 plus 1 at the ballpark's a 6, it's a 7. We go to hitter's card. 6-1, double asterisk 5, he flies out to left. Gibson goes 6. Got to find out about those earned runs. We need a pitcher for Gibson. We will bring in Mel Nelson to face Bateman, Wilson. Possibly kind of need a hitter for Wilson. Mel Nelson will pitch for the Cardinals. We're going to have to look for a pinch hitter for Wilson. Let's get Bateman's at-bat done first. 5-5, hitter's card. 2-6. He's a lefty, going against a lefty, so he grounds out to the first base. Excuse me, grounds out to the pitcher. And we're going to find a hitter for Wilson. Okay, we got Joe Morgan. He'll bat in Don Wilson's spot. See what he can do. 2-4. K chance versus a lefty. 9 plus 1 to 10. Morgan strikes out. Ron Davis. (3-1) ballpark. 1-6. Double asterisk 5. He grounds out to the second baseman. So Nelson gets everybody out in the 7th. We still got a 4-2 game. Jim Ray will be the pitcher for the Astros. Top of the order for the Cardinals. We got a 6-2. Hitter's card. 3-5. Ground out to the shortstop. Kurt Flood. 2-3. Possible error chance. 6-3. Ground out to the first baseman, who is Staub. He's a 5. It's a 3. Staub's, that's an error. Just make sure that's a 1 base error. Yeah, it's a 2 base error on a G3. Flood goes a second. Maris is the batter. 3-2, K chance versus a righty. 7 plus 1's an 8. Move on to Maris's card. 1-1, double asterisk 4. That's a G5. Cepeda's the batter. 2 outs. Top of the 8th, runner on second. 6-6. Hitter's card. 4-6. Fly out to center. 4-2. We got Menke, Staub, and Thomas for the Astros. Against Mel Nelson. See if he can keep everything together here. 2-4 K chance. He's a lefty. A 9 plus a 1's a 10. Move on to hitter's card. That was a 17. Fly out to right. Rusty Staub. 5-5. Go to hitter's card. 1-6. Double asterisk 3. Flies out to center. Lee Thomas. 5-6. Walk chance versus a lefty. 6 plus 1's a 7. That's a 9. So we move on to the hitter's card. 2-2. Ground out to the third baseman. Okay, so Jim Ray is going to try to close this out here against McCarver, Shannon, and Javier. We have a 4-2 game. We are at the top of the 9th. Astros with a big 5th inning. 3-1, a lefty, double asterisk. 6, flies out to right. Mike Shannon. 4-5, K chance versus a righty. Is 11 plus 1, ballpark's at 12. It's a 7, struck him out. Javier. 6-1, K chance. 7 plus 1's an 8. 10, move on to hitter's card. 5-5, single to left. Keeps it alive. See if Maxwell can keep it going here. 2-5. He is a right-handed batter. A 1-10. 7, that's an out. 3, he grounds out to the second baseman to end the game. So Don Wilson gets the win. Gibson gets the loss. I need to check out that earned run. So if anybody has some thoughts, please let me know. Actually, I'm going to have to look into it. I've been cataloging the games. So before this is posted, I might have already played game 13. So before I do play game 13, now I'm going to do some research, see if that falls into an earned run or what categorizes these as earned runs. Thanks, and we will see you at game 13, where the the St. Louis Cardinals travel to Atlanta and play the Atlanta Braves in game 13. Thanks for joining.